rocks. Now in terms of rocks, I think this is very much familiar because rock is been classified into three types. The first one is the igneous rock, second one is the sedimentary rocks, and third one is the metamorphic rock. Now if you look at it, especially in terms of igneous rock is a particular rock here which its name is derived from the Latin word ignis, which means fire. Means why it is being termed as fire? Because whenever the magma gets ejected out from the volcano, it is very, very hot in nature, and that is why it is referred to the fire. Now if you look at here, now this igneous rock is also referred as a parent rock or the primary rock. Why it is called as parent rock? Because the other rocks such as sedimentary and metamorphic rock comes into existence only after the igneous rock gets eroded or weathered by the agent of denudation, and that is why igneous rock is been referred as the parent or the primary rock. Now if you look at this igneous rock is the most important rock because that is the first rock which comes into existence, and thereafter the other rocks such as metamorphic and sedimentary rock comes into existence. Now next is classification based on chemical composition. Now igneous rock is again classified on the basis of chemical composition. The first one is the mafic. Now if you look at this mafic, it contains ferromagnesium. It contains ferromagnesium minerals which is characterized by abundance of iron and magnesium. Clear? Just remember, mafic means ferromagnesium which is characterized by the abundance concentration of iron and magnesium. Next is felsic. Now felsic is another rocks based on chemical composition, and in this felsic it contains feldspar. Clear? It contains silicates, aluminium in combination with sodium, calcium and potassium. Next, classification based on texture. First, now classification, it is based on texture, means what? The outer surface of the rocks, whether it is smooth, whether it's coarse in nature, whether it is smaller in nature, whether it is big in nature. Now whenever the lava or whenever the volcano erupts, it gives us lava. So whenever the lava or the magma, it reaches the surface of the earth, rapid cooling takes place and the magma results in the formation of small crystals. Whenever the magma cools down very quickly, it results in the formation of a smaller crystals of igneous rocks. And whenever it cools down slowly, beneath the earth's surface, it results in the formation of large crystals, means the larger rocks. Next, rapid cooling results non-crystalline. It means that it is not very much crystalline in nature, but whenever it cools down slowly, it results in a crystalline rocks. Next, classification based on location. First one is the extrusive igneous rocks. Now this extrusive igneous rock is formed due to solidification of lava at the surface of the earth, and it is also referred as volcanic rock. Now whenever the magma or the lava reaches the earth's surface due to the eruption of the volcano and it cools down and solidifies, it results in the formation of the extrusive rock, and it is also been referred as a volcanic rock because volcanoes are responsible for the formation of igneous rocks. Second point, as it cools quickly, it forms small crystals. So I have already told you, as soon as it reaches the earth's surface, because of the wind, because of the rain, or because of the atmospheric temperature, it cools very, very quickly, resulting in the formation of smaller crystals. Best example of exclusive igneous rock is the basalt. Next, intrusive igneous rock. Now this intrusive igneous rock is been further subdivided into two types. The first one is the plutonic rock, and the second one is the hyperbasal rock. Now let us discuss about the plutonic rock. Now plutonic is a particular word which has been derived from the Greek word Pluto, which means god of underworld. Now why it has been referred as god of underworld? Because this plutonic rock is specially found at a greater depth of the earth, and that is why it has been referred as god of underworld. And the size of crystals are big. The size of crystals are very big as it cools down very, very slowly beneath the earth's surface, and that is why it is referred as a plutonic rock. Now granite is one of the best example. Granite is one of the best example, clear? And this granite has different colors. It has different colors depending upon the cooling of the plutonic rock as well as the surroundings of the area, and because of that it has a colors like grey, red, etc. And this plutonic rock is specially found in Chhattisgarh and in Deccan Plateau. Next, hyperbasal rock. Now hyperbasal rock, which cools down especially in the cracks, especially just beneath the earth's surface. Whenever the volcano erupts, those magma which is not able to erupt out from the volcanic vent, those magma, it enters the cracks which is found especially beneath the earth's surface. So as it enters in the crack, it cools down inside the crack of the earth. So as it starts solidifying and cooling it down in the cracks of the earth interior, it cools down quickly because it is very much closer towards the earth's surface. So as it cools down very quickly, then the plutonic rock, the crystal sizes are much more smaller than compared with the plutonic rock. Example is the pegmatite. Now characteristics, just go through this because it is there in the books also, and I think this is much more familiar, but still we'll just discuss once more. Now in terms of characteristics of igneous rock, there is no fossils. Fossils means what? The imprints of dead plants and animals which was buried in the past. Now why there is no fossils? Because this igneous rock is formed from the solidification of magma or the lava which was in a liquid state. Second, there is no layers in the igneous rock. You don't see any layers which we can see especially in the sedimentary rocks. The rocks are hard and massive and compact. It is much more harder than the metamorphic or the sedimentary rock. Therefore, the weathering of igneous rock is very, very slow. And that's why it is not easily weathered. Economic importance of igneous rocks. First, it is as this igneous rock is formed from the cooling of lava or the magma, and this magma, it comes out from the very deep interior part of the earth. In the previous class I have told you that as we go deeper, we have metals of higher densities like this nickel and ferrous, magnesium. So as because these at the interior the metals are of higher density, it results in a greater source of metal ores. Clear? And whenever the basalt or whenever the lava it disintegrates or whenever it starts weathering, it results in the formation of a regular soil, and this regular soil has also been referred as a black cotton soil because cotton is grown especially on the black soil.